Welcome to another episode of Primo Talks. When it comes to life, you got to have those people around you who have those gifts and talents like you have in order for you to implement those things, so you know that the things that you're doing is moving you towards those goals, those dreams, those realities that you saw in your life. This is not the time for you to take a step back. It's a time for you to be teleported. This is a place where you can actually get the information that you need that you can implement today. Let's talk. Here's my question to you today. What are you going to do differently? We all have choices every day. Some of those choices will lead us far away from our goal. We all have time, resources, and money. We all have access to the same resources 24 hours a day. The question is, do we use them? Do we make that extra step? Do we make the right choices? My question to you is this. What are you going to do differently for the person that you was yesterday is dead and the person you are today is alive? You got to shed yourself of yourself to take that next step forward. If you shed yourself away from who you was yesterday, which means you're making one step forward, either you're going to become more humble, you're going to become more knowledgeable. But when you do this, you become more profitable. Not necessarily in income, but more things you can provide to society as a whole. So I'm asking you the toughest question of your life is, are you willing to put that person that you was yesterday to sleep? Put them to sleep and take on the person you are today with a learning behavior, a desire to move one step closer to your goals, which is not where you was yesterday, is where you're going tomorrow. I don't mean that you surrender or quit something that is successful, because most people don't get to their goals because they don't do what made them successful enough. You got to keep doing what made you successful. You got to keep growing. You got to keep learning. You got to keep dying. Growing, learning, and dying. Growing, learning, and dying to self. Because at one point or another, you're going to feel like you've made it. That's yesterday's behavior. But what you need next is today's motivation. As a steward of your time, your resources, and money, you're going to get older automatically in age. You're going to be pre-exposed to things that even if you didn't want to know them, if you live on this earth, you're going to find out about it. And when you find out about it, you gain the skill. The question is that going to become the distractor that keeps you away from your overall goal, which is not learning something that doesn't move you closer to that dream that you had? You got a choice. As a person who has time, resources, and money, you got to use your time wisely. You got to use your money wisely. You got to use your resources, the things that give you your oil and gas for movement, wisely. If you're like me, you spend a lot of time being entertained away from what you need. But if you're going to be like the new me, you're going to spend time at only learning the things you need to know today, so you can be moved forward to where you're heading tomorrow. All of us, just remember that the word entertainment means distraction. So when a person says, man, I'm bored, I want to be entertained, what they're really saying is, please distract me. And what are you saying? Nah, I got something I'm focused on. I'm not going to be your distractor, and you distracted me. I'm out. It makes sense when you understand what words mean. So amusement and entertainment means to distract. When you focus and you got something you want to do, you don't need nobody bringing you entertainment or amusement. It is so natural. You want to have it in your life. You want to do it. You think it's important. It's a distraction. I'm going to tell you something that I want you to never forget. The reason that it's only 1% of the people that are very successful, because it's 99% of them, they don't have that mentality because they wasn't willing to die to self. Along that traveling road of when you growing, learning, and dying, they stop dying. So what they're going to say is, no, you go ahead and learn. I'm going to tell you this now. If you got anybody in your life that say, oh, no, you learn, I'm too old to learn, that is a problem. No one is too old to learn, but everybody has a reason to not learn when they don't want to grow anymore. It is a sign of saying that I am no longer going to humble myself to dying to my old self. I done died enough. No, there is 365 days a year. You got to die every day. 2 years, you're going to have to die every day. 3 years, you're going to have to die every day. How come? Because a new day's coming. And if you remain the same person, things change. Growth doesn't. You got to learn every day. You got to put your best foot forward and leave your 2 left feet behind. So my question comes back to you. Are you willing to die every day? Because if you're not, you can't learn and you can't grow. Till next time, enjoy the entertainment.